Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. We're talking about a new release from Devinah Cosmetics, and I'm so excited to share this new release with you guys. If you guys want to see what I have on my eyes, definitely keep on watching. If you're new here, my name is Stacy. I feature unfiltered makeup opinions, honest reviews, I do tutorials, and I have the Unfiltered series. Go check that out after this video. But today we're talking about a new release from Devinah Cosmetics. Before we get into it, make sure you're subscribed so you guys can see more from me. So I have here 12 new eyeshadow singles from Devinah Beauty, Devinah Cosmetics. These are releasing Friday, March 21st. I don't actually have a launch time, but I will put it in the description box down below once I find that out. I just know that they're releasing Friday, March 21st. So excited to share these shadows with you. So we have two different collections that Devinah is releasing, plus a tool that they're releasing as well. We have the Crowned in Shadows collection that is going to be released on Friday, March 21st. It's a regal, mysterious, hauntingly beautiful collection, and I do have to say, like, these are absolutely stunning. We're going to go through each individual shade. I'm going to give you swatches of it, and I'm going to give you my unfiltered thoughts on these individual shadows as well. So we have Ashen Halo. It's a soft gray with silver sparkles like fallen embers, and Ashen Halo is the shade right here. I do have to say that this shade is definitely a true, like, silver sparkly shade. One thing I absolutely love about it is how opaque it is. Like, look how metallic and opaque it is, and the pan is like super soft, but the color is just absolutely stunning. Next in the collection, we have Crown of Cinders, which is a dark copper with a molten glow. This is Crown of Cinders right here. It's a dark copper with a molten glow. Look how gorgeous and metallic that is. Absolutely stunning. So pretty. Then we have Serpent's Kiss. This one I love so much because it is a, like, it's like a multi-chrome. It is a multi-chrome. It is a glimmering green with a red undertone, reflecting the dangerous charm of a snake's embrace. So we have Serpent's Kiss, which is the shade, and it does do a red to green shift. It is so, like, look how metallic this is and how beautiful this shade is. Absolutely stunning. And again, like, just such a beautiful shade. Lots of dimension in it, and it's highly pigmented. Like, I barely touch my finger into the pan, and this is what it looks like. Next, we have Wicked Petals. This is a hauntingly bluish gray with a mesmerizing shift of a reddish pink, like the petals of a cursed flower unfolding under the moonlight. I wore this shade the other day over some pastel shades, and it just brought my whole eyeshadow look to life. It was absolutely stunning. So it does have a bluish gray tinge to it, but when I put it over some other shades, it literally had this beautiful pinkish red shift in it that just, like, made my eyes come to life and pop. It was so stunning. And then last we have Lightning Moss, which is this shade right here. It's a silvery shimmer with a green shift, like the fleeting glow of lightning illuminating damp earth. Guys, this shade is probably my favorite in the entire collection. It is like it's a green. Honestly, it's a green silver shimmer. Honestly, it looks, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful on the inner corner. I've layered it on top of green eyeshadows, and it just, like, makes your eyes pop. So here is the entire collection swatched out on my fingertips. Look how metallic and pigmented this collection is. These are not going to be available at a bundle price during the launch, but they are going to retail for $17 each. And they are, they're so stunning. Like, I am obsessed with these shades. I think they're absolutely beautiful. I've used almost every single one of these on my eyes so far, and they are so pigmented, so blendable. I've been able to use a brush with them. I've also been able to use my finger with them, and it just applies so beautifully. Like, I can't get enough of these. They're so stunning. I think Devinah did such a great job, especially calling it Crowned in Shadows. It does remind me of, like, fairy tale almost, and it's such a beautiful collection. There's also another collection that they're releasing on Friday, March 21st, and it's the Decadent Desires collection. This one is it's like a neutral lover's dream. Like if you love neutral sparkly shades, that sparkly, glittery topper shade, like what I have on my eyes today, you can't go wrong with these shadows. So the Decadent Desires collection is a rich, indulgent, sinfully luxurious collection. And it's literally just, she put like a chocolate bar next to the description box of it. And Decadent Desires is these shades in here. I didn't have like two palettes to separate them into. I wanted to keep them all in one so that I could show you all of them together. So let's talk about each individual shade. The first one is Crimson Mocha, which is, it is this shade right here. Crimson Mocha is a deep reddish brown shimmer, like dark chocolate spiced with a hint of cherry. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Like when you swatch it, it has like a little bit of a reddish tone to it and it looks just so sparkly and beautiful. And again, this is another super metallic shade. So then we also have Bitter Lust, which is a rich golden chocolate. This is Bitter Lust right here. So it is a rich golden chocolate with a touch of red that embodies the perfection of balancing of sweet and bitter. Definitely. Oh, it's so pretty. Like, look at that. You can definitely see that this one is more like a copper tone, and this one actually has more of like a cool tone in it, but it's still absolutely beautiful. Next, we're going to talk about Seduction Kiss. That's a deep bronze brown with metallic reflections that capture the warmth and fire in an irresistible kiss. So this is Seduction's Kiss. This one right here. And again, look how sparkly but also metallic this is. Seduction's Kiss is just such a beautiful shade. Like it's definitely got like a goldish undertone to it. And it's almost like champagne-y, and it's such a beautiful shade. And then we have Sinful Lace. Sinful Lace is a plush, neutral toned mocha kiss with a soft sheen, as silky and elusive as stolen touches in the dark. This shade is just, oh, it's so pretty. Like I can't get enough of this shade. I actually have this on the inner corner today. And then we got to talk about my favorite shade. This is my favorite shade, Blood and Cocoa. Blood and Cocoa is this shade right here. It's a red infused chocolate shimmer evoking dark cherries dipped in bittersweet cocoa. When I swatched these out on my wrist, it reminded me of like a rose gold shade. It's just, this like speaks to me on so many levels. Like I love every single one of these shades, but definitely, said Blood and Cocoa is, I want to say, my favorite. My second favorite would have to be Seduction's Kiss. These are both almost like rose gold looking shadows. They're so stunning. Next we have Velvet Sin, which is a soft mocha shimmer that drapes over the skin like silk and temptation. Oh, this shade is so stunning too. Like it's absolutely beautiful. And it's very sparkly. Again, look at like the metallic. It's just so metallic. Then the last shade in the collection is Sugared Spice, which is a warm golden with rich metallic depth. It embodies the slow melt of chocolate against warm skin. They're so gorgeous. Like, and they swatch. Look at that. It's just, it's so pretty. They swatch like butter. They're super pigmented. These two are definitely my favorite. They have that like red undertone to them and they look almost rose gold. But look how metallic they are. On the eyes, it translates like super wet, super sparkly, and you could build it up to be super metallic. I just have a wash of color on my face today. So I have Bitter Lust on most of my lid today, and it's so pretty. It's such a beautiful shimmery color, and it just provides such like a metallic finish to your eyes. So you can buy the Decadent Desires bundle for $56, or you can buy individually for $8. If you've been eyeballing like a beautiful brown shimmery topper that's like a neutral lover's dream, this collection is probably one of my favorites. I am a neutral lover. I love neutrals. I do like colorful looks as well, but I'm a mom of two, so when I'm on the go, I want something that's going to be super easy, super sparkly, super pretty. And Decadent Desires, like I feel like Devinah, did you guys make this collection for me? I want to know because like it's so good. And then by popular demand, there were a lot of people who were actually asking about this specific product. So Devinah came out with one, and it is a $12 pan puller. Look at this thing. It is super sturdy. It is like metal. And I do have to say that the size of this pan puller is actually really nice because I have one that's like absolutely huge and it doesn't work. Like it works well, but this one is way better. The magnet isn't too strong, nor is it too soft. So it's like the perfect metal not metal, but like the magnet is really, really good because it's just strong enough to hold the eyeshadow on there, but it's not like grabbing all the shadows around it. It is, it's all metal. Like this is 100% all metal. There is no like plastic with it at all. And it also has this cool like mermaid ombre look to it. And it literally is small enough that you can pull shadows out very, very minutely and very detailed. Like it's just such a great, it's a really nice pan puller. Like I've never had one this nice. Like my pan puller is okay, but this one's really, really good. So overall thoughts about these two collections, I think they are so beautiful. Crowned in Shadows, this entire collection is just so different. Like I love especially the Wicked Petals shadow. Like this is just like, it amps up your makeup so much. Like I said, I put it over pastels and then all of a sudden my makeup was just like boom there, and it added that beautiful layer that I needed. The Decadent Desires is like neutral lover dream. Like it's so pretty, it's so pigmented, so metallic. Like if you love neutral metallic shades, Decadent Desires is, it's a gorgeous bundle. It's an absolutely gorgeous collection. Both of them are. So these two collections will be available on Devinah's website on March 21st. I will leave the launch date in the either in the description box, or I'll display it here, because you can use my code Staci and it will save you some money at checkout as well on Devinah's site. I do not believe that the code is going to work for the pan puller, but I do believe it works for the eyeshadow. So keep that in mind. So guys, let me know what you guys think about this collection, what you think about the colors and how they put it together. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope I get to see you guys in my next video. Bye!